Guys, Ethereum right here is breaking out, and most likely we can push higher right here. Yesterday we've already shared it on the whaleportal Twitter. I actually shared right here the Ethereum funding is coming down aggressively, as you can see right here. That is very bullish for Ethereum and eventually we saw a nice breakout out of this rising resistance. And of course the next level to watch, and everybody's watching that level in Ethereum, is going to be 2,000 US dollars per Ethereum. That is also directly running into this resistance, and it's going to be very interesting how Ethereum will react roughly at the 2000 mark, because if we can break above that 2000 mark, guys, that would be extremely bullish. But this could also be an early sign that Ethereum is front-running Bitcoin, and that we are going to see Bitcoin breaking out as well. Like I've said in my previous videos yesterday, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. Even though we had seen this drop, I was bullish during this drop, saying that most likely it will bounce because we have negative funding. Right now we are testing the resistance again, and I think Bitcoin is just holding very strong right here above the former support or former resistance of this, let's say, megaphone formation. And so far we are holding this former resistance, which turned into support, and we are just basically getting squeezed between the horizontal resistance and that uptrending support. And guys, normally when there is horizontal resistance and uptrending support, most of the time the horizontal resistance is the one that is being broken. The horizontal level most likely is the one that's being broken. And I also want to give you the power right here of certain trading strategies, because right here during this formation, guys, I don't know if you have been looking at it on YouTube or on Twitter, but there were actually a lot of people that were bearish right here. And if you only look at the price structure, I can understand why they were turning bearish, because for example we have a lot of bearish divergences on multiple time frames. We have, for example, this big wick right here, which shows a failed attempt of breakout to the upside, stuff like that. But this is the thing, guys, if you only use the structure into your analysis, it won't be enough, it won't be sufficient. So if you would use derivatives exchange data, so for example whaleportal, and you would see that Bitcoin was coming down with negative funding, then you already would know that in these market conditions that won't last. Bitcoin doesn't break most of the time a massive support level with negative funding. That's just not how it works. We need to have, first of all, we need to have everyone long until the price can drop. Right, and if the funding turns negative, especially the average funding fee, then yes, the chances are more likely that we are going to bounce. Another thing that we can take into consideration is the factor of time. And this I explained yesterday also in that extra video we posted on WhaleAlerts, which I again highly would recommend every single one of you to watch, is that if you include time into your analysis, you would already know that the chances that we have topped right now is still quite low. Right? The time tells us that we still need to top in the future, in the next week or in the next coming weeks. So if you know that by time, you can already say like, okay, based on time, we are seeing this and I'm looking for this. But if you just look at the structure, a lot of people were calling that Bitcoin is going to break down. And of course you can wait for any structure to break. That is the safest way to do it. But I just want to mention right here that if you include multiple dimensions into your trading mindset, you can be way more certain of a certain direction in Bitcoin. And time is very important, but derivatives exchange data is also very important. Because if Bitcoin came down right here and it came down approximately 1,000 US dollars and you didn't have whaleportal, you didn't have derivatives exchange data, then yeah, of course, it's super scary. Because you think, whoa, shit, maybe we're going to dump, maybe we're going to break down. But if you just look at whaleportal, you see, oh yeah, it's negative funding. Not so bad, right? We're just coming down into support with negative funding. That's not too bad. you know. So guys, these are things that can help you, and if you implement those things into your trading regularly and you don't open any trades before you have confirmations on these different dimensions, then the chance of losing is getting really slim. Then guys, when we have a look at the market dominance of stablecoins, and this is USDC and USDT, then we can also see actually that this is confirming the bullish scenario on Bitcoin, because we had kind of an uptrend right here in the relative strength index. We actually almost break that right now. We break the support over in the chart as well. So I would say this is actually quite bullish for Bitcoin. I expect Bitcoin to push higher. However, this is something I want to take into consideration. That move might be short-lived, okay? We have to assess whenever that move is happening what all these charts are doing. But if you see this, and maybe we are coming down, maybe we get bounced from this support, from this declining support, or we actually come down right here and then support and then bounce from the levels. But I do think that sooner or later this chart is going to bounce. So I guess Bitcoin is getting closer and closer to a short-term top in this impulsive wave, let's call it like that. But I don't think we are there yet. I think we are going to see a breakout to the upside, and we're still going to see some firework. And like I said in my previous videos as well, I think it will end, this rally will end with a blow off top before we are going to get a correction, because that's what we normally see almost every rally after a 1 year bear market. There's just so much emotions, so much pressure that is being tucked away during this time that right now is releasing, and most of the time that will end only in a blow off top. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but of course, whenever it is happening, we will know it, because we are using all these dimensions based on time, derivatives, exchange data, and many more things. Guys, that was it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a thumbs up. If you still want to win the cryptocurrency trading course, make sure to comment down below. At the end of this week, we will announce the winners of the cryptocurrency trading course. Everyone who comments below these videos can win. If you want to trade Bitcoin, do so on Bybit. I have my affiliate link down below this video. You can get a deposit bonus of up to $30,000. But more importantly than the deposit bonus, of course, is that you can join WhaleAlerts, which is the Telegram channel where you will join extra information about trading Bitcoin. And yesterday I've published maybe one of the most sickest videos on there, where I'm explaining in 1 hour all my trading secrets and exactly which plan of steps you need to walk through in order to open any trade, and how you can get the ultimate grip on the markets. That is very valuable content, if you ask me. Guys, if you are living in the United States and you cannot join because Bybit is not offering service there, you can join bitget, also right here. You go to whaleportal.com, exchanges, you click on bitget, view, and then here you can click on visit bitget, and there you can create an account and you can trade. Bitget is a really good exchange. And guys, I know lately there are some stories around bitget, but as far as I'm concerned, I think bitget is a great exchange. It's still functioning properly. It has proof of reserves. I withdrew it yesterday to check for you guys. It just came through, everything works, and I really start to think more that the guy who's complaining about bitget is the real scammer, as he wants to dump his real tokens. I also shared a new thread about that yesterday. So yeah, it looks to me honestly that guy is a scammer, and that bitget just trying to help the community. So far I'm definitely picking the side from bitget, not because we are partnered with whaleportal, because I am very critical on this. I don't want to take the responsibility. If I see anything that happens which I think like, okay, that might be fishy, that might be scammy, I would directly share that, because the last thing that I want is that I'm promoting something that in the end will sink, right? That is not what I want. We are trying to build here long-term relationships. We are trying to help the community. That's what we do. So yeah, I would definitely say bitget is an awesome exchange. It's one of the biggest next to Bybit derivatives platforms. If you want to join WhaleAlerts, you can do so with bitget. Just click on this link on the whaleportal website, and you can sign up, and you can fill in the bitget user ID on the WhaleAlerts channel. Guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Again, smash up that like button. Let's check if we can get 100 likes on today's video. That would be awesome. that would definitely help pushing Bitcoin through this resistance. I wish every single one of you a beautiful day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.